My name is Shalene Wright, and this week I will be continuing the book cover that I started last week. I have been on a series. Each week I have been working on recreating my children's book portfolio. I am a children's book illustrator and I do illustration, murals, and all the art things in between. And so today I'm going to be finalizing the book cover I was working on for the past couple weeks. Last week, I told you guys that I was going to try to get as close to completion as possible. I wasn't able to finish it, so today I'm going to push it as much further as I can. And so, what that means is I'm going to add some more details to the artwork and maybe play around in Canva after and get some text layout for the book cover. And maybe if I have time within this hour, I'll go ahead and get it placed on a mock-up because it's good to see what the final product could potentially look like. And this is a really important part of helping our clients know what our final product would look like in their hands. So having that as a part of your portfolio, I feel is super important. So I'm just going to adjust the camera a bit because this is live and I do it from my phone instead of from a computer screen. And so if it's shaky or you can't hear me, you can go ahead and let me know. I know it's going to be shaky because my setup is just a little particular. It's not very professional yet. But if you cannot hear me, you can go ahead and let me know and I will see if I can do any adjustments. So to start, this is what we're looking at. Last week, I hadn't added any details to the hair as yet, to the sky, and to the water. So this week, well, this is what we're looking at. I'm really excited with how it's been coming together. And to be quite honest, I'm very surprised at the rate and the speed I've been able to produce this at. A lot of the work that you see right here has been done live, so it gives you a sense into how much time this process actually takes. And I'm very satisfied with the amount of effort I've put into it, the quality that I've been getting back, and how all of it together is really just making a piece that I love and that I want to add to my portfolio. So why don't I go ahead? I'm going to be doing some highlights right now. I want to add some highlights from the hair to create maybe a bit of a halo and a glow effect. I want to add an overcast, a little bit from like the sun, and then from there I'm going to, what else am I going to do after that? I am going to play around with the text. Yes. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And so I will be taking you guys along that journey. Today might be a little quieter than other days because I really need to zero in on the details. I'm not as great at multitasking as I've said with you guys before, but we'll see how far this comes along. So I haven't actually shaded this in yet. I'm going to get that going now. Seems this brush is really big. So I'm gonna stop whenever I feel like it's good enough for the day. I don't want to force this project to be more than it is. I have a tendency to draw things out longer than they need to be. And so since I'm just finalizing and adding like some final details, bringing some highlights in and pushing some shadows, I don't have to focus too much on getting it perfect right now. And I'd rather have it finished than perfect. If you have the time, of course, it's good to just go the extra mile and get it done. But for me right now, I'm really not focusing that much on that quality, that type of finished quality. I might play around with that a bit more later, but we'll figure it out as we go along together. But I really love how it's coming together. If I don't say so myself, I think it looks really sweet, and it's totally my quality that I do. I'm really proud of what I've been able to accomplish so far. I don't have any regrets per se, but I think it looks great. Don't know if this is not, no, it has to go higher. I think that's good there. So let's keep going. This is on a different layer. Doesn't seem like I can change that layer the way it is right now. I wanted to merge some layers, but I forgot that I had already started it on a different layer. And it's below a layer that has clipping mask, so I can't tamper with it anymore. So I'll have to edit it later so that it's a bit more cohesive. want to do, but I cannot figure out how to approach doing it without making it look too crazy. I need to actually find a speckled brush, something with a bit more texture that will enable me to create highlights in the hair without it feeling like it's flattening everything. So I guess I'll try a different approach. Let's use this one. It really helps to know your brushes because you do not want to be doing too much guesswork once your project actually starts. There's always going to be time to figure it out, but I find it adds a lot of stress to not know what you're using, what materials you're going to be using, and how to best anticipate the result you're actually looking for. I find if I don't know how to think it through before I even get to the drawing stage, the stress is already monumental because I'm essentially learning on the job, and that can be super stressful considering how important it is to be efficient with time and all of these things. If you are watching this on the replay, I'd love to hear more from you. So if this is being helpful at all, if there's anything you'd love for me to tackle in the future as I rework my portfolio through the different stages, I'd love to hear your feedback on what you'd like to see, what you'd like to learn more about, or even where you're at if this is something you're interested in, or how you found my channel. So whether this is you watching presently or during the replay, I'd love to hear from you. I actually think I need to do more shadows, and maybe that'll really bring the quality that I'm looking for. This is getting closer to what I wanted. I'm gonna have to adjust this. Oh no, that's not the way it's gonna go. Hi, Elena. So the hair, I did the hair actually this morning, about an hour or two ago, and I worked on it right up until just now. So we just got this finished. So I'm gonna leave the hair alone now. I think that's as far as I'm gonna do. And I'm just touching up all the highlights and the shadows before I export this into Canva and add text on top of it, and then export that and get it onto a book mockup. Not a big fan of this color. Hmm. You want to use a textured brush for this. I think I'm feeling the yellow. Yellow glasses. I think yellow glasses is the play today. At first I was gonna do pink because it'd be a cute like strawberry combo. But I think the yellow is the play. If I end up keeping the glasses, they're gonna be yellow. I think so. I think the glasses I'll keep, but I'm so bored of drawing glasses. I'm not ready to pull a reference up to do it, to make it look the way I want it to at least. I want to keep it simple, but I don't want it to look sloppy. And the fine line between what's right and wrong is, again, being blurred. But I think I'm just going to do what feels most comfortable. Because I want the overall quality to speak for me. I don't want to nitpick at this stage. I really don't. So I feel like I've taken too much time working on this. So I'm ready to kind of go on to the next stage of my portfolio. And so I think I'm going to just get the last highlight in there and be done with it. I think that's what it is now. think I might stop close to here. No, I don't want to go too crazy, so I'm just gonna change the color of the lines and then I'm gonna stop there. Okay, so if you're still watching so far, I think this is where I'm gonna stop, I believe. It might be a little premature, but I don't have as much more time to give this piece. So what I'm doing so far is I'm just going to show you what it hypothetically look like when I add the text over it. So you've probably seen this when it was in the sketch phase. This is the rough text that's going to be on the book cover. So I'm going to take this image and then bring it into Canva, where I'm going to play around with it a bit more and essentially see what happens. So I don't know if I can do that today, but I'm definitely finished with this. I just need to play around with the text a bit more and then get a mock-up, and I'm moving on to the next thing. And I think I'm going to start doing some character studies for maybe even the same story. So I think that's the next move. So next week when I am live, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my character breakdowns and I guess my thought process with it. I'm very rough when it comes on to, how should I say this? The way I approach sketching is very rough for me, and I haven't been doodling and working on my studies in a long time. So I know it's going to be interesting to see myself bring that out next week, but I'm glad to get it out the way because this is a motivating factor for me right now that I've even gotten this far. I completed one book cover. I feel really good about it, and I think it looks pretty. I think it looks really pretty, and it suits the skill sets that are accurate to what I do now. So if anybody were to hire me based off of seeing this, I'd feel really confident that I could deliver to them what it is that I've demonstrated, because this is exactly what I do now. I've done it live, I've shown it to you, and it doesn't get any more real than this. So this is Loveless Layla, the book cover. I'm gonna stop here for today, and then next week I'll show you what it looked like when I get the mock-up and I just fix the text. And that's gonna be a short part of the stream, but I'm gonna roll right into the next part of the design portion. So thank you everybody for watching. It was really fun getting this done. You can see from the beginning to the end how things evolved. But this has been such an amazing process of really figuring things out live with you here with me. And so if you have any questions, comments, or inquiries, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Send me an email, or I'm here. I'm here every Friday, Eastern Standard Time at 12 p.m. If anything, I might actually add another day of streaming in the week because Fridays may not always be my best day, but when that time comes, I'll let you know. So thank you so much for following along with this stream. It's been really awesome. I won't be able to finish everything today in this session, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And next week, I'm moving on to character studies, and I'll reference it back to my old stuff, and we'll see what we come up with for the new things. Thank you so much for streaming with me, hanging out for this 45 minutes to an hour. I'll see you guys next week.